Right, this is Maria. I'm from LUSH Radio, and I'm here at Soundhouse with Mik Artistik.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm well, I'm fine, I've got my hat on and I'm happy.
That's great. Do you want to explain the name, what's happening, what you're doing here?
The name, I'm here because I'm evidently a funny man, and I'm going to be doing some funny stuff on stage, funny weird and funny haha as well.
Yep.
And sometimes I might enjoy myself, and probably will. I'll enjoy myself immensely.
That's what we love to hear.
I'm in Leicester. I have no idea what the accent is, so they'll have to deal with my accent and I'll deal with their accents. I want to hear a Leicester boo or a Leicester hooray. We'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully it'll be a Leicester hooray tonight.
Hooray, I want some hoorays, yeah.
I've done a bit of research into you actually. You performed at Glastonbury.
I do perform at Leicester.
Yeah. How many people is that then? That must be thousands.
I play to lots. We tend to sort of just we see it as a kind of a military campaign, and we turn up and we do about 4 or 5 gigs a day.
Yeah.
So last year we did about 13.
Bloody
the
hell,
year before was 16, but I'm trying to sort of taper it off a bit like Elton John, you know.
Yeah.
You get to a certain age and you realise that you've got family responsibilities.
Yeah.
Other things, other priorities, you know, you have to smell the roses. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm just chopping it down a bit, and we've done the last 7 years at Glastonbury.
That's pretty cool. 7 years like in a row, or just alternate years?
In a row.
In a row.
Well, apart from when they have
the break,
they have a fallow year, whatever, when they look after the ground.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing musical comedy? How did you get into it to begin with, actually?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think like most comedians, you get divorced or something. That happens, a bombshell, and then you realise that you need to impart all that pain and stuff and deliver it to people. So I found myself in a funny little open mic night just after I'd split with my wife, and they asked me to get up on stage, so I was heckling this band of people who were playing honky-tonk women on stage. It was really tedious and smug. So I started to sing something else, and people joined in with my song. And then the guy said, "All right, well, you get up and do a song, and I'll do something." And I had no instruments, and I wasn't sure what to do, but the gauntlet was chucked down, so I stepped up to the plate, and I got on stage, and I thought, what can I do? I know, I'll talk about pinball for 5 minutes. So I just talked about the joys of pinball and smoking, you know, combining the two together. Yeah. And I felt like I was having kind of a meltdown. I wasn't sure what was going on, but everybody thought, "Oh God, where are you playing next?" They were asking me, and I said, "I've never done this in my life." So they said, "Come back next week," and thank you. Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee, there we go. That's what we like.
Steps into the interview there. Milk, one sugar.
Everyone loves their coffee. Yeah. So you're a coffee man, not a tea man then? Or both? It's the ultimate question, isn't it?
Oh God, well, I think I'm a tea man after that one, but never mind. No,
Soundhouse, doing well so far.
I like both. I like Ovaltine as well.
All right.
And hot chocolate.
Oh, you can't go wrong.
Anything with a bit of sugar in it helps.
Yeah. So you're looking forward to... Have you been to the Dave Comedy Festival much over...
Well, we've been down to Leicester before. We come down for something called The Word, I think it was, at the Y Theatre.
Okay.
And it's kind of a more poetry thing. So we've done that a few times, and then we kind of found ourselves doing this. And we kind of... we started to do some of the more like kind of comedy festivals, and we've done like the Brighton Fringe. We were down there last year, and Edinburgh Free Fringe last year and the year before. And we just we've got like a fan base in Leeds, but we seem to have a fan base around Glastonbury and a bit in London. But we want to just try and fill in the gaps, so get to like Newcastle and Liverpool and Manchester and Stoke, and you know, these centres of culture.
Pretty cool going. You mentioned your hat earlier. What's with the hat then? Is it your kind of iconic?
The hat.
Yeah.
This hat here.
Yes.
It's not iconic. It's a trilby.
Yes.
But it's an old smelly trilby.
You just wear it every.
No, I don't know.
You don't.
It's just it kind of comes in and out of fashion really. And I've been wearing one of these Scots tam o' shanter for about 18 months. But I lost it. I lose stuff. I leave stuff behind at gigs. Yeah. So I've lost my tam o' shanter. So I've reverted to sort of 2007 style, sort of, you know, sort of early Pete Doherty.
Yeah. What would you say influences what inspires you?
I like Reeves and Mortimer. I like The Fall. I like John Shuttleworth. Who else? Half Man, Half Biscuit.
All right.
And I like Iggy Pop, and I like Flann O'Brien as well.
All right.
And he doesn't sing, He's probably dead as well now.
Oh, there's people
I like wordy people, John Cooper Clarke. And,
yes, John Cooper Clarke.
And yeah, I mean that's enough to be gone with.
Yeah.
And I like my band as well.
Yeah. And just one final word, if you were to give any advice to someone coming into musical comedy or comedy at all, what advice would you give them?
Make sure that you've got a roof over your head when you're doing it, and if you haven't got a roof over your head, make sure that you get well paid.
There we go.
Is that all right?
That seems like a fair enough advice. Thank you very much for joining me for the past 5 minutes.